Welcome back to the podcast. I'm hanging out here with Alejandro and Chris, like always. Lucas sadly can't be here. We were going to bring you John Plett today, and that failed miserably. We had
such an awesome episode. It was a good conversation.
It was great. We had lots of good stuff, and then we didn't because stuff didn't record, and yeah, it was interesting. That being said,
we will. We're already in talks with bringing him back or
bringing him into the studio.
TGR studio.
Yeah, we were FaceTiming him in, and stuff just wasn't going well.
So, luckily, his parents live in Winkler, and he feels like he needs to visit them yet. So, he's gonna come pay us a visit, I guess. So,
yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. We got some good stuff. Are we gonna put it in this one?
I don't think so. Not if we're doing another episode with John.
Okay.
I think,
there was a lot of good stuff. That
I know, but what we actually can use, we got some good stuff.
Maybe we'll
see. Might throw it in as an extra.
Throw you in as an extra.
Sure, you can do whatever you want.
But hey, things that's how things go sometimes, right?
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Ontario. We still have lots of things to talk about, so it's not like we can't do something here and hopefully entertain you.
And if you guys are super disappointed that John's not here, then you can move on and see you next week.
Or subscribe. That way you know for sure when John is on. Subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified when we get new episodes.
Yeah, that's probably a better thing.
Don't leave. Stick around. I'll start with some music news. For those of you who know who Mark Morton is, and for those of you that don't, he is the lead guitarist.
Yeah, I know because I can read the little thing.
He is the lead guitarist for Lamb of God, and he released, I guess this is a month ago now, but I think it's still relevant. He released a song called Cross Off, featuring Chester from Linkin Park. And the rhythm section on that song was actually the guys from Trivium, so it's kind of a super group collaboration.
It's a phenomenal song, too. I'm going to link the video below for anybody that wants to go listen to it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend you check it out. It's so heavy. Yeah, it feels weird. I know Chester, like Linkin Park had some heavy music in their early days. And then hearing his voice, even though he died 2 years ago, and now you got a new song with his voice.
It was 2 years ago already?
It's 2016 is when he passed away. I'm pretty sure. I can
Must have been. Wasn't it late 2016 then? Because it doesn't feel like 2 years.
When? I should have written this down. Did Chester Bennington die?
That didn't make sense. Now that I'm thinking of what I just said.
Oh no, I'm actually wrong. It's July 20th of 2017.
Okay, there we go. That's.
Well, that is still almost 2 years.
Almost, yeah, I guess so. No.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Wow, that is a long time.
It is, and he passed away, and then his voice just gets thrown into a new song, and it's really good. Like it's really good, and it's just weird.
Well, Mark also says in the interview here, it's on Blabbermouth if you guys want to go check it out. But he does mention the fact that he asked a lot of people for permission to use this.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
This wasn't just like,
I got
surprise.
This. Yeah. No, he had to, out of respect, ask a lot of people if they were okay with it. And I'm glad they said yes, because that song is pretty good, all things considering.
Yeah, well, and Mark Morton actually said in an interview that I watched, he didn't even know if he was on Chester's radar. Like, he's like, I don't even know if this guy knows who I am, but I'm going to try to reach out to him. And so he did, and Chester's like, yeah, I know who you are. And so they got together, and I actually put a quote down here when they were writing lyrics. Mark Morton said, Chester asked me where the lyrics came from, and that sparked a lot of conversation about life. If you go listen to the song, there's it's a pretty deep meaning kind of tune. And he said that he wrote lyrics, but then when Chester came on board, he didn't expect that they would write in person together. So when he came on board, they had a lot of common, I guess, things to talk about, and they really hit it off. So it's cool.
It is cool. It's always nice to seeing those collab projects. I can't wait for the Nickelback and the what do you call him?
Tevin
Townsend. Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
I'm turning that heater down. That's getting a little warm.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
Well, in this amazing studio,
I actually love this studio.
Studio's awesome.
Studio
cares what-
Lego Raj.
Yeah, I don't care what Reese says.
Yeah, Reese.
Reese Dirksen. That guy.
He used to be my neighbor.
Really?
Yeah, when I was growing up.
That's why he's
he
getting
was
all
growing
his
up.
revenge on us here.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably like hit him with a hockey stick
would.
or something.
Oh, I don't think I did that. He stayed inside most of the time when we were playing hockey.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. He seems like the type.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's like the only guy that comments on our videos, so
We
I'm
love
expecting
him,
it.
man. He's our biggest fan.
Yeah.
What can I
He is,
say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to always bang on his bedroom window, and I would like come up the driveway, and he'd like wave at me. He'd be like, "Hi."
That's awesome.
That's the greatest thing.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. When I started working, then like he knew right away who I was, and I didn't put two and two together.
You
I
hadn't
was-
seen him in forever.
I completely didn't recognize him, and I was like, oh, there's probably 3,000 Reese's
Pieces.
pieces.
Oh.
So it just didn't. And then we started doing some Gateway stuff, and then someone said something about Reese's dad, and I was like, Reese's dad. And then it clicked.
Oh, click.
So then
The light
as soon
switch
as
went
I
on.
saw Reese, and I was like, why didn't you tell me?
What? You tell me we're best buddies.
That's for you, Reese.
Back to music news. On February 7th, that marked the 8th annual International Clash Day, celebrating the music and rebellious influence of The Only Band That Matters. I got that from Alan Cross, actually.
The only band that matters?
I'm a little
Ooh.
sad that I didn't find out until this year that it was Clash Day.
Yeah.
I love the Clash.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Me too. Yeah, you beat that record to death, didn't you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you had our greatest hits or something. like-
Essential Clash. Yeah.
There we go.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember that was stuck in your car or something.
Oh,
and you beat
yeah.
the.
Oh,
crap
that's
out
what
of
it
that
was.
album.
It was
Well,
actually
I don't-
stuck.
was it
or-
stuck?
Oh, no, it wasn't stuck.
Oh, it was
Oh.
just
No, there's something else in there now.
stuck on purpose.
I just love it so much.
It is good.
Man, those guys, like, yeah, they were a huge influence on a lot of genres of music today. It's cool. If you want to read more about it, we'll have a link on there as well. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
On slightly, man. Okay, Travis Barker. He was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I listened to that.
That was an insane podcast.
That was-
Absolutely crazy.
It was how long they talked for 2 hours straight.
2 hours. But
That
he
was
goes-
cool. I honestly didn't know, and I guess I should have known, but I did not know that Travis Barker's a vegan. That came as a surprise to me.
Even I knew that one.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
I don't know, but whatever. To each their Rome.
but speaking of Travis, he's actually
But-
going to be playing on. I think it's playing on a Korn album, on the new one that they're recording.
Yes, I got something here on that actually.
And John Feldman is actually going to be everyone in the new Korn album.
Producing.
He's involved in everything.
Well, I think he's
Since
the
Goldfinger came
producer
back.
to get.
He's the
now.
new Rick Rubin,
Yeah.
man. Everybody wants to
For
work with
sure.
John Feldman.
Like-
Feldman? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Blank album that he produced, spectacular.
California.
Yeah. His own, The Knife,
Oh,
spectacular.
that
Just
was
amazing.
that was my favorite album of
'Cause
2017. Wow.
2017.
Yeah.
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 The Knife by Goldfinger. If you haven't listened, you should. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, and if you don't like
of
it,
the week.
then
Then listen
let's
to
move
it
on.
again.
Yeah, listen to it again because
Listen
you
to
need
it
to like
again,
it.
yeah,
It's so
exactly.
good.
Well, and if you don't like the album, there's no way you can't like. What's the Tijuana Sunrise?
Oh, everybody likes that song.
I always want to call it Tequila Sunrise.
Me too. Yeah. Isn't that Cypress Hill that has one like that?
That's like a stupid 80s song, Tequila
Yeah.
Sunrise.
Oh,
Well, they might have one
A
too.
cover, maybe a cover of it.
But stupid story. Last year when Ashley and I were in Cancun, I had a few drinks at the pool, and the DJ was playing a lot of Justin Bieber, and I was getting sick of it. So I walked up to him and I said, "You should play a song called Tequila Sunrise by Goldfinger." He's like, "I can't find it."
Yeah,
I was like,
it's in
"What?"
there.
Then I went
Must
back.
be because we're in Mexico.
I went back and complained about it to Ashley, and she's like, "It's called Tijuana Sunrise."
You went back.
You
Sorry,
win some-
Mr. DJ.
Nah, man, I just left it on. You win some, you lose some, man. Like,
Yeah.
I just put up with Despacito for a little bit longer.
You know what? You just got to learn how to lose, and then life is so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You don't. You just
No.
ignore when you
Chris,
lose.
it's
just-
textbook hockey.
Just
man.
learn how to win all the time, and then you don't have to deal with losing.
Yeah, but you can't win all the time.
Oh yeah,
No.
you can win all the
No.
time. Yeah.
Remember the time me and Goose
Kicked your
yours
butt?
and Lucas's butt and
I
and
don't.
Shell?
No, Lucas was on our
Actually.
team, too.
Was he?
It was Chris, Ryan, and... Oh, no,
And-
Regan was on our team.
Well, I just
I don't remember.
I just know I was always in the winning team, and Chris wasn't so much. But that's shell
That's
talk.
because of the teammates, so it's not. It's not me.
That could be.
I carried us.
Oh, boy. I hope Ryan Dick is listening to this.
Well,
Yeah, he's way better
well,
tell than I am.
I think we can solve this. Just have a shell night.
We should.
Yeah.
It's been talked
Yeah.
about for too long.
For
Too
way
long.
I created a Facebook group about it. Well,
Yeah,
like
you
a
did.
Oh,
a
man.
chat, and
I forgot about
nobody messaged me back, and then I was like, "Pfft, fine.
Did I
I'll
not?
play Chell by myself?
that. I'm pretty sure I commented in there.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
commented maybe, but nobody said anything like, "Hey, let's do it on February 8th."
Well, if you created it, you say that.
Anyway,
No.
I can't just be like, "Hey, let's do it on this day," and then nobody shows up.
No, you say, I want to do this on February 8th. Who's all in?
Well, you do it if you're so smart.
I will.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just remind me on Monday.
Hey, Ed, remind me to remind Goose to
Please.
have a chill night.
all right. I'm gonna set Siri to
Netflix
remind
and
me.
Shell.
Netflix
Yeah.
and chill. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
we should make T-shirts like that.
We should.
Oh,
That sounds decent.
that's not bad.
TM.
TM.
Yeah, that's
trademark.
copyrighted.
Yeah.
Continuing the Travis Barker and John Feldman working with Korn, when they asked, what's the bass player's name again? I should have written it down.
Field-
It's in here.
It
Ed,
is?
Brian
Yeah,
Welch.
There we go.
No, that's not the bass player. Brian Welch is the guitarist.
Wow, my Korn knowledge is out the window.
Mine is 0, so
Yeah.
I thought he played bass.
No, Welch
I
is the
thought so
guitarist.
too. Anyway, when
it's
asked,
Fieldy. I don't
Fedley.
even- Feldy.
Feldy is Feldman.
Feldman. Feldy. No.
Feld.
Now I forget.
this is worse than the Hoppus Hopus situation
Hey,
of season 1.
but you gotta say, I was listening to Whatever Town,
Yeah.
and
Shout out to Tim, John, and Ryan of
and
whatever town.
and they could not remember the name of Tom DeLonge.
No, Ryan figured it out.
Eventually, he did.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, when I listened, the portion I listened to,
I
they
heard
did.
that part too. That was
Yeah.
funny. But
And
yeah,
I-
shout
and I
out to
thought it
those
was
guys.
really-
It's another local podcast that if you haven't listened to, you should give it a shout. Shout.
Give it a shout.
Shiv
Give it a shout on Facebook and then give it a shot on your ears.
Man, it's late.
Yeah.
This is a makeup episode.
coffee's good.
Ooh. Ooh.
Cheers, amigos. back
Is
to
that Irish?
back to Korn. Let me finish this thing.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
When,
So
when-
was it Feldy or?
Doesn't matter. When asked
really
what fans
curious.
can expect for the new album,
We should find out.
Brian had whatever. He said, "Well, see, sometimes they write it and then I start bleeping and it turns into something different. That's when I come in and they all get pissed off and they just get scared. And I'm like, see that feeling right there? That's progress. When you're feeling comfortable, nope, you want to be scared.
Huh.
It's a good way of looking at it. If you're uncomfortable, that means you're doing different things. I got that comment off of Alt Press. Oh, We can link that.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Okay, we weren't even close.
What is it?
The bass player, Reginald Arvizu.
Okay, but we're
No,
talking about
what's-
Brian Welch. That's
that
who
is
we're
the
talking
guitarist,
about.
though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, yes, Welch is the guitarist.
Okay.
But someone threw out the name Feldman.
No.
And I was
the
like,
nickname. The
that's,
nickname.
Oh,
Like but what he goes by. He doesn't go by that name.
he goes by Head.
You're right. You're absolutely
The
right.
guitarist does, but I meant the bass player.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's... I don't know.
Oh.
It-
I want to know now. How do I?
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, figure it
I'll
out for
figure
me,
it out.
man.
Show
This is
me.
bugging me.
I want to know about the strangers
Oh.
like me.
It's like asking what the.
Fieldy, you're right.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, I listened to a lot of Korn back in the day.
I did too.
I didn't.
Freak on a Leash.
Yeah.
That was a good album. I wasn't
don't
allowed.
listen to
I
it.
wasn't allowed to listen to it. What was cool about that album is it only started at track 12. The first 12 tracks were just blank nothingness.
First 11.
Yes, and then if your parents pop that into the CD player, they're just like, "There's nothing on here."
No, I think it was 12 because it started on the 13 track because number 13.
Oh.
Didn't it?
Ah,
Anyway, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
You're,
There was a lot of empty tracks in the beginning. That
he
was-
goes by the name Head.
Yes.
That's
He's-
how much I know about
Yeah.
Korn.
Well, he's actually part of I'm Second.
yes, he
I
is.
think so. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a big part of that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Korn. So
It is
maybe
cool.
maybe you can convince your parents to let you listen to Korn. Not that you really want to.
I'm 32 years old. I don't need to convince my parents to let me listen. to
No,
anything.
but if there's people that do.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me specifically.
Yes, you.
Now you can listen to Korn.
Did you ask your mom before you listened to this album? You probably
actually,
FaceTime her, don't you? Yeah. You probably FaceTime her, eh?
Yeah, I do. My mom's actually coming out on Tuesday, the day after this episode airs. Chris, are you all
Well,
right?
it's so funny.
Anyway, we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
At littleblackpocket.com, you'll find a simple solution to discover the perfect case for your phone. Use promo code TGR25 and save 25% today.
Welcome back. We were just talking about Korn and music that our parents used to not let us listen to. Is there any music that when you were younger you weren't allowed to listen to? Leave it in the comments and maybe a reason why. I had a lot of music I wasn't allowed to listen to.
Because I don't want you commenting on our video saying that you're still not allowed to listen to certain music.
Yeah, like Korn.
Like Korn. You see, Goose is the only one. I wasn't allowed to listen to Korn.
Sad face,
Sad face.
angry face.
I'm expecting Reese to comment that.
Yeah, well, he's probably still not allowed to
Probably.
listen to Korn either.
Probably all the stuff that I was listening to. His parents were like, "No, serious, don't listen to that." Mm-mm.
That's why they didn't let him come outside and play hockey with you.
Yeah, that boy's trouble, man.
He's
I'm
trouble.
telling ya. I'm
Yeah.
telling ya.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. There's a lot of stuff that I wasn't allowed to listen to, but
Metallica.
yeah. Well, Metallica was a big one, and I guess me and you had that in common. We managed to get ourselves some Metallica CDs and listen to them, and I
Okay.
think some of them were destroyed.
I'm going to share 2 quick stories.
Well,
Me and my brother Mark, we figured out that if we would burn our own CDs, you would burn 4 or 5 songs that were either country or very mild pop. You record the first 5 songs of that, and then at the back you do 3 or 4 other country or pop songs, and then in the middle you just pack full of metal. And then my dad would pop that into the CD player. He'd skip 3 songs, he'd hit play, and then he'd go reverse to the back of it. Yeah, you guys are good. And then he would give it back to I don't think to this day he knows that we did that. And then story number 2, I had hidden my stash of Metallica CDs in my Nintendo magazines. And one day I walk into our entertainment room, and my dad's sitting there with CDs on his lap. And so I sat down, and we had a nice little discussion, and then he made me snap all of them in half.
Oh, yeah.
And
You had a lot of them, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I had almost the whole Metallica collection. And the thing back then is CDs were expensive, kids. It was none of this Spotify where you pay $10 a month or whatever it is.
You had to save up for these suckers, man.
They were like $35 US dollars.
Some of them were that much.
Oh, yes. I remember paying for load and reload. I paid at least $30 US dollars each.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I remember those prices. They're
I can
insane.
remember 25.
You know how long I had to sweep floors to pay off that?
Yeah, sweep floors and empty the dishwasher.
Yeah, man.
Especially in Mexico, like you got paid so little, so you had to work your butt off to get one CD. And once you got that Metallica CD, that thing was so precious to you.
I still remember when you and I both, this would have been in like grade 8 or 9 or something. We both saved up money because we knew Creed was coming out with another album.
Oh,
and we both,
right.
remember, we went and bought them at the same time.
Yeah. Oh man, Creed, so
Oh,
good.
I used to love
So
Creed.
good. I used to just
Can you
Yeah.
take me higher?
lie
You know-
in my bed, turn the lights off, and I'd play Creed.
It's like, oh, these guys get me. Yeah.
And then I heard Pearl Jam. I'm like, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Is this the same guy? And now the funny thing is I like Eddie Vedder a lot more.
Well, speaking of,
Man.
even Mark Tremonti, he's amazing guitarist.
He's
Like, even back
he's
in-
underrated.
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
Like,
Even back in Creed, like the music, if you listen to it, it's phenomenal.
take Scott out of the mix, and
Yeah.
it's actually really good music.
Yeah, and Mark Tremonti has his own
Unique
project, I guess. I mean, he writes for a lot of things, but he
Well,
does
there
his
was
own
Alter
thing.
Bridge.
Yeah,
and
he is Alter Bridge. I don't know if they actually
I
still
don't know.
around.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, Alter Bridge, and then he had his solo, right? Like just Mark Tremonti.
yeah, and that one, he has quite a few albums out under that name, and they're really good. And,
And-
he's talented. Oh man, is he talented? Yeah.
Speaking of Alter Bridge, Miles Kennedy and Slash are coming to Winnipeg.
Oh yeah, I saw
I
that.
think I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which venue?
I think it's just at the Burt.
Okay. Huh.
The Bird.
I didn't know.
haven't
Is
been there in a long
is
time.
Slash actually coming out with a new album? Is this
He
still
has-
touring his?
I think. Oh no, I think he's still touring the
The,
whatever.
Okay.
Man, I
That's
haven't paid
quite-
attention to that guy in ages.
That's quite an older record, I guess. Eh?
It came out last year, didn't it?
Could be. We established early on that I'm not really good with years.
How old are you? Like 12? That looks like a 12-year-old beard. Chris, any hockey news?
How did the Leafs do?
Oh yeah.
Is
They
that
won overtime.
that why you were late?
4-3. That is why I was late. The game went into overtime, and I couldn't leave the couch because I had to see.
How long till playoffs?
Like 30 more games.
Oh wow.
So April.
Gross.
They start in the second week of April.
That's crazy.
That's too long, and they're adding more hockey teams. Is that right? Did I hear that
Seattle
correctly?
gets a team in 2020. Yeah,
That's like next year.
that is next year.
I can't believe that.
Congratulations. So they'll start. Seattle's first season will be in September of 2020 is when they'll start.
What were their names again? The speculated names?
Oh boy. Now you're stretching my brain knowledge.
The Seattle Needles.
No.
The Seattle Nirvanas. The Starbucks.
No, there was something
Seattle
'cause
Rain.
Seattle used their basketball NBA franchise that moved to OKC was the Supersonics. So
Oh, yeah.
there's like some people think it's going to be something to do with that.
The OKC didn't keep that name. I
No,
take it.
no, they went with the Thunder.
The Thunder.
Yeah, exactly. So what was the other one? it just came to me. Seattle Sounders, I think, was one of the options as well. Anyways, you can probably Google it and find out. There was like 5 or 6 or 7 names. But
That's cool.
yeah, it's pretty
Think
cool.
the Leafs will do it?
Well, they'll
Let
be
me
there.
rephrase that.
They'll be there.
You think the Leafs will win the Stanley Cup?
They will. The question is, will it be this year?
Yeah.
It's too early to tell. Way too early to tell. Tampa Bay is
Who's
very good.
Who's number one in
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. I know that, yeah.
in overall?
Yeah.
I know the second, third, and fourth spots, they vary from almost day to day.
It's just about day to day. It's like
Yeah.
1 point that in between all of the teams in the top 8.
Where the
Yeah.
Winnipeg
Except for
Jets.
Tampa. Yeah, the Jets are in the mix too. They've
Mhm.
lost the last couple. But
Well, they came off quite the winning streak, though, didn't they? Or was it just home wins?
yeah, before the bye week, then they had a pretty decent winning
Yeah,
streak. But
like
cool.
7 or some games, I think it was.
Yeah.
I read that somewhere. I don't know. Yeah.
You looking for names on Seattle?
No.
Okay.
I should do that.
Yeah.
Seattle Panthers.
No, that can't be a thing. It's Florida.
Somewhere I
Panthers 2.
Go home, Goose.
am home.
These are bad. 13 possible names.
Totem.
are those
Totem
official or is
poles?
that like
This is possible. It's speculated.
mm,
But it is from Sports Illustrated, so there's got to be some reason for why they're on the list.
Read them out, man.
The Totems.
I don't mind that actually.
the totems? Toto?
Oh.
I
Africa?
think that's cool. Like the
Emeralds.
Bleh.
Ooh.
Rainiers.
Hey, that was close to what I said.
Rainiers.
Reindeers.
The
Reindeers.
Sockeyes, which is my personal
that
favorite
a
from
fish?
this list. Yes. Sockeye salmon.
That's not bad.
Kraken. Decent. Renegades is also pretty good. Sea lions, seals, evergreens, whales,
Evergreens.
cougars,
Cougs. Oh, man.
eagles. Eagles could be decent.
Nah,
Seattle
man.
Eagles.
But
There's already a team called Eagles in football.
Goose. I'm losing respect for you.
Seattle Titans. There you go.
Firebirds.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Sockeyes is probably the top of the list.
It sounds cool.
I don't
like
mind that one. Yeah.
They could have some decent logos with that thing too. Because like sockeyes, when they come up from the ocean into the river to spawn, the males get like this huge hook jaw, and they like grow teeth on there, like rows and rows of teeth.
I thought
and
you
they
were just
look
going to
like-
put the Jesus fish on
They
the
look
jersey.
deadly.
Oh, yeah, the one that
the
everyone
line.
has on the. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And
So
they
ho-
turn red.
so
Oh yeah, like that.
We'll link a picture.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'll pop one up.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have sound effects. Soon we will, hopefully.
That's deadly.
It's a pretty fish.
You could get some nice colors going on those jerseys.
Probably delicious.
Yeah.
So how many hockey teams are there then after? If
After
they
that, it'll be 32. Right now, it's 31.
dang, that's a lot of teams.
That's how many NFL has, and NBA too, right?
Why doesn't Hawaii
I
have a
think so,
team?
something like that.
Probably because of travel.
Pineapples.
Pineapples. Hawaiian
The
pineapples.
tikis,
You could call them the flying Hawaiians.
because they always have to fly into games.
Exactly. Well, that was Choi Polamalu's nickname, the flying Hawaiian.
Who?
I'm going to bite my tongue for a little bit. Choi Polamalu, Goose.
Troy Polamalu.
Olive.
Don't you remember from the Head and Shoulders commercials, the guy, Hawaiian guy with like the long curly hair,
Oh yeah.
played for
I
the
do remember that.
Steelers?
Oh yes.
Yes.
He'd pop off his helmet. and
Yeah.
Just blip.
yeah.
Yeah. I
All
do.
right. There you
Okay.
go.
Cool. He was Hawaiian.
Yes.
Cool.
He was Polynesian Player of the Year for like.
What do they
As long
call
as he played.
Hawaiian natives?
Samoans? No, something like that. The Rock says it a lot,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm like
Samoan?
Samoan. Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
it.
I don't know.
That could be it.
You were just saying something close to that.
like that.
I know that he was.
It's
Speaking of
yeah, Samoan.
The Rock, he's releasing a spin-off movie for a spin-off of Fast and Furious called Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and I saw the trailer, and honestly, it looks better than the Fast and Furious movies.
Ooh.
But the reason why it looks better is because they didn't start off with I don't know. The Fast and Furious movies, they just kept getting more ridiculous and more ridiculous. I find them really funny because of that.
I
And-
honestly only saw the first one.
Yeah, I watched
You're
them all.
missing out. I love every single one of them.
You actually do?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I, because I don't, but there's some that I do, and I honestly think that the series itself got better once The Rock joined the team.
When did he come in?
Oh man, 5, I believe,
How many are there?
5 or 6.
9.
It was in the
Are
middle.
you serious?
Yeah.
The 9th is coming out. I think the
Right.
8th is out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they'll never stop.
It's like
'Cause
James
people-
Bond.
Oh yeah, I know. They're just
So
gonna keep
good.
going. But I think honestly they got better with The Rock joining the team. Where is it going? So
Spin-off.
yeah, the Hobbs and Shaw. I still think it's gonna be okay, and in a sense of I'm not expecting anything out of it, so I'll enjoy it for what it is. Right.
Dwayne's filming Jumanji 2 right now, eh?
Oh, the first one was so good.
I still haven't seen
Oh
it.
man, that one
Like,
I love.
I've not the
The remake.
yeah,
Or
like
whatever.
the reboot. Yeah,
Yeah, with Jack Black and
yeah. I
Dwayne
haven't seen.
Johnson
Oh,
and
yeah,
Kevin
I
Hart.
haven't seen that one either.
Oh, you guys
I'm
will
bad
love
at
it.
catching up with movies.
I'm probably worse.
Yeah,
No, I doubt. I mean, I don't doubt that.
they're great though, like phenomenal. That movie.
Yeah, I
loved
heard it. I heard it was.
Anyway, I
hilarious.
shouldn't hype it up too much for you because then you'll hate it. But what else is new? The Lego movie's coming out with a new movie.
Yeah, Lego Movie 2.
The second one.
Yeah, it's literally called that, isn't it? It looks just
that-
as good as it. Yeah.
The title is the
I love
Lego
that.
Movie 2. The second one.
That's great.
Not everything is awesome.
What?
That's what she says to him in the trailer. You know how in the first one he sings,
Everything
"Everything
is
is awesome." No,
No,
I
we
didn't
don't.
watch it.
Really?
It's
No.
a good.
You should
movie.
watch that with your kids, man.
Yeah, Porter would love it.
He does like Lego.
Blake loves the movie.
Lego is awesome. I was in Winnipeg last week, and I happened to walk into the Lego store. Speaking of Lego, and
I love that.
you guys
place.
know I'm a space.
Did you step on a piece of Lego?
No,
Oh, that
few of
hurts.
that does hurt. Well, you guys know I'm a little bit of a space nerd. They had a Saturn V rocket model from Lego in there, and that I was like, I'm gonna go buy it, and so I went and looked at the box. It's like
500.
$350.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it.
No. Not that big of an outer space nerd.
I am, but I'll buy it eventually.
A lot of those Legos that I want, they're like $400.
The Saturn V rocket's what Neil Armstrong went into space with.
Thank you,
FYI.
because I had
thank
no
you.
idea. I was like, I'm gonna just pretend like
I totally know what you're talking about.
I know things.
I love space like you love fishing, man.
That's.
No, I believe it. That's for
It's
sure.
true.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Not
Because
yet.
I've been fishing.
Hey, speaking of, there was I did read
Touche.
an article that they were gonna start selling tickets to the space hotel, or well,
Is this like fire only?
I
space?
briefly glanced at it, so I didn't actually read the whole thing. So you should take anything that I'm saying about this with a grain of
I know
salt,
what you're
but-
talking about. Virgin Airlines is working on a space hotel. It's not nowhere near real yet.
Okay, yeah.
They're selling tickets.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they're selling
okay.
tickets for right now is they're going to take people into space. and they'll have like a party in the plane while they hang out in space.
It is like fire.
No, it's not. I hope not. Gosh, that would suck.
Are you gonna
But
go?
yeah, but like Virgin Airlines here, let me pull it up, and we're gonna link a picture here to on the video too, because hang on one second, Virgin Airlines space plane, because it looks like a regular Boeing plane, but it has giant rockets attached to it, and it's awesome.
That thing looks decent.
See, this is one of them.
Goose, hold that thought
'Kay.
just real quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, continue.
Yeah, anyway, so Virgin Airlines has these Boeing-looking planes with giant rockets on them, and yeah, so they're selling tickets. I believe they start at $250,000 to take civilians into space.
Now, Chris, would you pay that to go into space?
No,
No?
I'd pay it to go fishing.
I can't even pay that on my house.
Oh, man. But you know that the price will come down eventually.
Oh, absolutely.
I just hope that in my lifetime, I can experience that. I would love to.
I would love to that. Yeah, I hope that in my lifetime we have a moon base. Why you ask? That's a whole other episode.
Why you?
Why you?
Oh, man, yeah, we should have an episode on
Nerding
On
out on
space.
space.
absolutely.
That's one.
Can talk about space fishing.
I'll. I
Can
might
you
get lost
imagine?
in the coolie curves on that one.
All the
Sure.
new
We
species
should,
of fish that you could find
There's
all over
probably
space.
not any there.
Somewhere in space.
What if you had so much fishing line that you could go from space all the way down to Earth without it burning up? Because I know that's
Well,
a thing that
there's
happens.
a theory about a space elevator that they're working on.
A space elevator.
Yeah, that's a whole other episode too.
Oh, yeah, the big tower? Like
It would have to be twice the length of the diameter of Earth
so that
with a
kinda-
weight at the end, so the
Yeah.
gravity would keep pushing it away.
That's crazy.
In
man.
theory-
I don't
the-
like that that's a
in
thing.
theory,
In theory,
it
it
would work.
works.
Yeah.
It's just we don't have material strong enough to build it.
Crazy. I know. So good. So cool. I know.
I love the idea of that. They're actually thinking of building one on the moon
What
first
are you going to do with that?
instead of rockets because fuel is so expensive. It
Yeah,
costs.
fuel's expensive, but we don't even have the materials to build the thing. Think about how expensive that's going to be.
They're working on nanotubes to do it. So
Nano.
right now to send 1 pound
Are
of
they like small tubes? Sorry.
well, Google it. Right now to send 1 pound of cargo to space costs about $10,000. So with a space elevator, you would literally cut off 90% of the cost after it's built.
But you have to pay for the space elevator.
Yeah, the whole planet's gonna pitch in.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Send
just
it-
like
I don't want
send
to.
in $2.
Just like I don't want to pay taxes, but I have to.
I'd rather pay for a space elevator than taxes.
I'd rather just go fishing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah,
That
me
I can afford fishing.
Yeah, right.
True, I don't have a boat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
guys. Yeah. I think this is where we're going to end it.
Did we talk about MXPX yet?
I don't think we did.
No, we did.
for those of you that don't know, MXPX stands for magnified plaid. How
And-
stupid is that?
That's not stupid.
It's so dumb.
That's nice.
We are going to have a full episode dedicated to MXPX.
I'm
Really?
gonna just find all
We'll
the
see.
dirt on them that I can.
There's go ahead.
It's something that we can work on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again, guys.
Yeah, don't forget we got a Patreon account now.
Yep.
If
Link
you
it
want,
below.
Yeah. Tune in next week
Give us ideas as to what you guys want in return for being
for being Patreons.
yeah.
Would you like to see green room mugs in your own kitchen?
Maybe.
Would
That's
you
an
like to
option.
see green room T-shirts on your bodies?
That's also an option.
Would
Tell
you
us
like
more,
to?
Goose?
I don't know. You name it, we'll have it.
Well, okay.
You want to go to space with us? You got to
We'll be
spend a
there.
lot of money in Patreon.
Yeah, for the right
yeah,
amount
I
of
gotta
money.
pay for me because
$250,000, and one of us can go to space. Me,
If you want to send Goose to space,
send me
please.
a space monkey.
A cosmonaut.
Yeah. What?
you're a cosmonaut.
That's what Russians call their astronauts. And with that, we'll conclude the episode.
See
Bye.
ya.